So I said months ago that Bakhram would not be fighting Tszyu, and he will not be fighting Jamal Charlo. A lot of people gave me a lot of flack for that, saying that Tszyu will be facing Terrence Crawford, Jamal Charlo, Jamel Charlo, or face Bakhram. And I told people already that Bakhram would not be trying to fight Tszyu because Tszyu already offered him a fight, and he turned it down. But people didn't want to listen to me, and I said this in what? September, October, and what is it now? January, right? And what's going on? When did I say he was going to fight Jack Culcay? I said that in November. Go back and look. October, November, I said that Bakhram will face Jack Culcay next. I said it like 5 or 6 months ago. But we're going to move on. But, yeah, Bakhram will be facing off against Jack Culcay April 6th. Will be a very good fight. I feel like a lot of these guys are definitely trying to come up and come up for that 154 belt. I know Xander Zayas is in the same sanctioning body. He's trying to become available for that belt soon, so they're trying to get their hands on it. Bakhram's been waiting since 2021 on the belt, and he didn't want to fight Tszyu, so he didn't want the belt that bad, or any kind of belt that bad, in my eyes, because I feel like with certain guys in certain weight classes, like Better BF, he would have probably took the belt and then went and took the other fight. He's not going to turn down a fight or a belt, so a lot of times, turn down any fight for any money, for any belt, you can never say that's a good thing. In boxing, that's not. Let's be realistic. But he's definitely the favorite in this fight right now. With Jack Culcay, he's definitely taken a loss before. I think I've seen him fight more recently, but in between that, I've seen him fight spots here and there. He's good competition. But I feel like Bakhram is definitely going to be the favorite in that fight. But I don't know. I don't like how everything turned out as far as with their situation, because yeah, he couldn't fight Jamel Charlo, which is not his fault, because that was just something that he was hoping he'll get an opportunity to do. So he was waiting on it as well before Tszyu was. But for Tszyu to say, hey, I got a belt before you, let me give you a chance to get a chance at a belt since you're already waiting. And for Bakhram to say, nah, I don't want a belt, that don't make no sense. So I kind of couldn't agree with that. So that's definitely why I wasn't really I didn't hold him in a high altitude as far as what he was doing overall. His business acumen, taking side money. He was taking step aside money. So during the whole Jamel Charlo situation, and then when Tszyu came around, I think in he was supposed to fight Bakhram first, but then Tony Harrison came behind. So when Tony Harrison came around and fought, then that's when it was a different situation. Everybody was like, oh, okay. Well, Tony Harrison going to replace But actually, they didn't think that Tony Harrison. This is the crazy part. People didn't mention Bakhram when they was mentioning Tony Harrison being available for a Tszyu fight. A lot of people were, but overall, they didn't mention him. So that's where everything kind of got confusing. Because it's like Tszyu was like, yeah, I'm trying to look for an opponent now. And then Tony Harrison was like, hey, this is over the internet. He was like, hey, tell Tszyu people I'll fight. And before you know it, he was in the ring with Tszyu over the internet. So that's when you know somebody won't smoke. Tszyu wanted to smoke. Tony Harrison wanted to smoke. Over Twitter, he trying to get a fight. And end up getting a fight off of Twitter. They probably already had something going on, but let's just be real. He basically did it over Twitter. That's when you know guys won't smoke and they don't. Bakhram was like, nah, I don't want that. So you can't really respect that at all from anybody in any sport. It's guys over here in our country that they do that, and we don't support them after that. That's why I say it's different over here in America. Boxing's sacred. It's not no game. It's not no. We don't pick favorites and all the other stuff. If you break the rules overall, or if you don't stick to the code of boxing that we hold people to, we're not gonna support it, and we're gonna dog you out. We're gonna treat you just like the rest of them. We don't sit around here support nobody who's ducking obvious fights, bro. They sitting. Why you think Canelo getting held to a high standard over here? And you think somebody like Bakhram, who ain't proved himself yet, we're gonna sit around and act like he can make demands and turn down fights as well? Nah. He's still a contender at the end of the day. He still gotta win a belt. So hopefully he can make something happen. But I definitely feel like Tszyu got these dudes scared. They better do something in 154 though, because Xander Zayas and Virgil Ortiz. I like to see Virgil Ortiz and Xander Zayas fight Bakhram or Jack Culcay, because this ain't it right here. And these guys been around for a while now. And I know Bakhram got an excuse as far. Nah, he don't got an excuse, because he turned down Tszyu. He ain't got no excuse. You duck Tszyu, you ain't got no excuse in my book. But everything's starting to come together. All these fights, I like it. I think it's a lot of opportunities starting to get put together. But it's definitely a huge opportunity for 154 division. A lot of guys starting to come up now. I don't know if Charlo's gonna stick down there to drop all the belts, and in my eyes, he probably go to 60 or something like that. His brother will probably go to 68 eventually. In 2, 3, 4 fights eventually. I don't know. I don't know how long they'll stick around. But Jack Culcay, he's been around 154 for a long time, so this is probably his last opportunity at a belt. So hopefully he makes something happen instead of these guys kind of dancing around Tszyu to try to make this fight happen. It's not a big fight, but I'll watch it just to see what's happening since there's so much drama around it. But that's all I got though. Like and subscribe.